I just want to show you a simple trick on how to make a tree look amazing. Now, this is an artificial tree. I love me a real tree, but this trick is really easy on an artificial tree. If you have like a real tree, then you'd have to use some wire for this technique. But it starts with this amazing mesh ribbon, which I got at Hobby Lobby. You can get it at Michael's, but it's got like a little bit of stiffness to it. Now watch how fast this is. So I'll take a little section at the top and I make a loop, okay? And that piece kind of starts to set the top of the tree off, right? And I just wrap a branch around it to hold it in place, which is so nice. And then it's so easy. You just kind of puff it out. And instead of going like all the way at an angle around, you just go at a slight angle down. So some people think you go around the tree like a candy cane stripe, but I've studied this when I go to like the mall, those fancy schmancy trees, and I'm like, I see. And this is what they do. They go down at an angle. I went to tree school. So you come down at like a little slight angle, you find an available branch, and you twist the branch around that little part of the, and I mean, it does it for you, right? And so then we'll go down a little further. I just kind of like step back and look at it and puff it out and take the branch, twist, fluff, space, and move on. Next one, fluff, pull it in. Now this is at the very bottom, so what I like to do is create kind of like a fluffiness at the bottom, because all of your bigger ornaments should be at the bottom of your tree, and you want to think of the tree as being like weighted, so bigger ornaments at the bottom, bigger bows at the bottom. Okay, so now we're just gonna this is so easy to work with. You just kind of fluff it in like this at the very bottom, and because it's a fake tree, you can bend the branches to hold it in place. You don't even need any extra tools. Save these because you don't need to buy your children Christmas presents. If you have boys, just give them these. This is what they're gonna play. They beat each other with these, don't they, Allison? You don't need to buy your children toys. Just give them these to beat each other with. They'll have hours of fun. So we're kind of going with a candy theme just because the tree is so cute. It's a cupcake. So by the time we're done, you're gonna wanna eat this tree. It's not the traditional colors, and I know we don't have traditional ornaments on here, but it's like fun if you have a secondary tree. So your permission to go buy a secondary tree, your husband said you could. Now when you're putting lights on a tree, what a lot of people don't realize is you want to go to the inside of the branch as far in as you can and then twist around. Or you can go, if you want them to come off easily, you don't twist, you lay on top. But the key is to start at the inside of the branch, because that gives your tree dimension. Most people just kind of go on the outsides. You want to go on the inside. The mesh ribbon kind of like blends in with the tree. I mean, it's big and it's full and it's pretty inexpensive, and it makes it for a dramatic impact. But then if you want to add an accent color, I always recommend doing a solid, because if you did another sheer, it doesn't pop the same way. So you can do like a thinner solid color. So in this case, I'm just going to follow the same line. So again, you just start up at the top and tuck it. Because I started on the outside of this big loop, I'm going to do that here too and use that same kind of green on the outside of this loop. Later. And watch how easy this is. We just open up the ribbon, kind of drape it over the existing blue, tuck it into the same branch, and work your way down the tree. Now, if you're watching this video and you think that you're gonna comment that you don't like this style, that's gonna put you on the naughty list, because Santa doesn't like people who have nothing nice to say. You know what? So you like your tree style, that's fine. If you don't like my tree style, keep your opinions to yourself. So give us a thumbs up on the video. As you can clearly see, this is a hostile takeover of my Christmas tree. They're in here thinking that they know exactly where to put these bulbs and such. And all I know is your jobs are on the line. If they so much as put one bulb in the wrong spot, you're fired. So now all we're doing is adding kind of cute pastel colored bulbs to the tree, and now it really doesn't matter where they go, except for you want larger bulbs on the bottom, smaller bulbs at the top. The goal here is to decorate your Christmas tree so that you can't even see that it's a tree. Done.